Your time is your greatest resource. Don't let anybody fool you or kid you. It's not the land or the car or whatever that you buy. It's your time.
What are the challenges you faced in business, Bimbo? How have you been able to overcome them? I know you have your 9 to 5, and then you're having your side hustle, and then you sing too. So how have you been able to overcome the challenges, that come from, balancing the home, the 9 to 5, and your side hustle? How do you do everything?
Oh, my sister.
You can share an experience of one challenge that you've had.
Like they always say, life no balance
at all.
So and what I always tell people is, if it is important, you will find time for it.
True.
That's always my answer. If it is important, you will find. No, everybody has access to 24 hours. If it is important, you will find time for it. And if everything is important, you put them in priorities.
Yeah.
You understand? So because doing my job as a banker is important. Being a wife is equally important.
Yeah.
Singing is equally important. You understand? My fashion business is equally what other word I can. Important thing. You understand? So everything is important. Taking care of yourself is important. Taking a rest is important. Having fun is important. Because you have to have a rounded, I'm all about a rounded life. I've been dancing all afternoon with my family members. You can't come and kill yourself. You can't. But there's a time for you to go to work. So be there and do the work to the best of your ability. And a lot of my colleagues complain about there is no time. I said that's how you say there is no time till you are old and grey. And then you will look back at your days and you'll be wondering where did all the time go? What did I use my time to do? And I'm like, before you come to work in the morning, there are some hours before 8 a.m. What were you doing then? And when you close at 5, there are hours from that 5 p.m. till 8 a.m. the next day again. What are you doing with that time? You have weekends and you have public holidays. You have break time during the work hours. You have bathroom breaks during the work hours. Do you understand? So for me, it's all about perspective and knowing what is important. Because you end up spending your time instead of investing it. You end up utilizing the time to do something that is not worth your while, and then you'll not be saying you don't have time. That time that you would probably use to watch Netflix or Z World or African Magic. You understand? I'm not saying you don't get entertained though, but you can actually utilize those hours to develop yourself. You can use those hours to sharpen your skill. You can use those hours to. There is time, my brother and my sister. There is time. If you always time.
It's you that knows what you are doing with your time.
God bless you. If you would only sit down and take account of your time. I remember when I was studying.
If you sit down and just say, okay, what did I do from this time to this time, from this time to this time, you will see that even when you are at work, sometimes that you even carry your phone and go and be looking at different things while you're even supposed to be at work.
You understand? I remember when I was case in point, when I was trying to get certified for project management. It was a tug of war. I was spending hours in traffic and I was complaining there was no time. I kept complaining there was no time. One day the Holy Spirit called me and said, Wambi, like, you keep complaining there is no time. Oh yeah, write out your entire 24 hours, what you are using each of those periods to do. Wumi, I realized that I was waiting away 7 hours inside each day. And I was busy doing nothing, complaining there was no time. So apparently, early in the morning, if I was able to wake up by 5 a.m. and get to my office before 6, I can read between 6 I can read between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning. That's 2 hours. After work, between 5 and 9 p.m. Between 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Between 5 and 10, I can read for another 5 hours. And by that time, no traffic on the road, either in the morning or in the night. My sister, problem not solved.
Very already solved though.
That period, I'm a choir member in Daystar. I had to write my choir people, please excuse me for so period of time. I will not be available weekend. So on Saturday, as early as possible, I go to the office, find a meeting room, lock myself there, and read, stretch from maybe 9 a.m. to like 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. On Sunday, it's again the same thing. My sister, there is time, oh. If only you will prioritize and say, okay, this one first, this one will come later.
True.
This one,
you don't want you have to give up something.
You just have to, because I mean, if I kept going for choir rehearsal, how will I be certified as project manager today?
Abi.
If I kept spending that 3-4 hours inside traffic, going and coming, how will I have been able to know that I was wasting time inside traffic?
I agree.
So it is just perspective and you taking stock of what, because your time is your greatest resource. Don't let anybody fool you or kid you. It's not the land or the car or whatever that you buy. It's your time. Whatever you use your time to do. That's why I tell a lot of people, like, it's not pride, but there are some things I can't spend my time on. There are some people I can't spend my time because you're not adding value. And I'm not even impacting value.
You don't value, you have respect for your time. And you don't want to waste it doing things that are not valuable.
And I know this person does not respect their own time to begin with. So how will you not respect my own time?
You don't need those people are time wasters. I call them time wasters.
You understand? So I always tell people, like, see, I'd rather be sleeping because I need all the rest that I can get.
True.
Than sit down and gist my life away. Gist that is not taking us anywhere. It is not adding to my bank account.
Open my mind.
It's not adding to my bank account. So why are we gisting? Kill and so. I'd rather be sleeping. See, I value my sleep. You understand? Like, because I do a lot. My brain is constantly working. You understand? So if you are going to waste my time, please, I beg you in God's name, don't waste my time. That time that you would waste, I'd rather use it to sleep and reboot and refresh my mind and refresh. You understand? So people need to learn. And I made a post one time. I said people get angry when you have devised a means to stop them from wasting your time.
But I don't think angry. Bother. I don't think as long as you're not being nasty and you're not being disrespectful to them, you shouldn't bother that they get. If they just apologize and say I'm sorry. Once they get to know that you are this kind of person, they themselves will draw back. You won't tell them, they will draw back. And they'll
you understand? So when I'm telling someone that, look, you and I are having a conversation, I'm actually giving you the greatest resource that I have, and you're not making best use of it. I'm actually telling you some things that you can do to add value to your life, and you're not listening. There's no point. There are other people that actually need my attention. So if you are not going to listen, let other people have access. There's no point you occupying space. There's no point because everybody is headed somewhere. So we are not headed in the same direction. Please, let's not fight. Everybody, we just need to get to that level of understanding. Because if we all have that level of understanding, you draw as much value from people as you can. It will be a mutually benefiting relationship. Because your network equals your net worth at the end of the day. So the power of association, you cannot overemphasize it. You can't overemphasize the power of network or the power of your association. It's very, very, very important. So we need to be able to identify time wasters. So if it is that your friend that will just come and be gisting about why Twitter was banned in Nigeria. I'm sorry. If we've discussed it for 5 minutes,
It's a good topic of conversation, though.
if we discussed that for 5 minutes and it's still not headed somewhere, I've moved on to another thing. You
No, but
understand?
it be added to things like, okay, so what can we do to make Nigeria better?
And I said, I want me more. Now to Japa. That's the next thing.
Please don't give up on our country. Don't give up on our country.
No, you understand? So when you're even trying to, say that, oh, I think Nigeria can be this and I beg, now one chop, people get easily stirred up when it comes to those kind of conversations. So we need to identify the things that are wasting time in our lives. Is it traffic that is wasting your time? Is it TV that is wasting your time? Is it a friend that is wasting your time? Is it a family member that is wasting your time? Identify them and devise a means to eliminate wastage. Just the way you don't like your children to waste food, and you give them the portion that they can finish. Assign portion to people, to traffic. So if you know that traffic will start at 6 a.m., you can leave your house at 5:30 or 5, so that you can beat that traffic, and that time that you'd have wasted, you can use it to sleep. If you're not even catching enough rest, because sometimes your goal is to actually to rest more. So if it's going to be to rest more, you can actually, when you get to the car park, you can sleep. Or when you get to the office, you can sleep. So for me, I think it's just, so for me, how I've been able to do is to be able to, once